4 carbs you must eat daily, and 4 you should never touch after the age of 60. The wrong carbs can wreck your health. They spike your blood sugar, destroy your gut, and silently trigger memory loss, muscle wasting, and even stroke. A major study found that certain popular carbs can raise your risk of developing diabetes by a staggering 70%. And the frightening part is, most seniors eat them every single day without knowing the danger. Cereal, toast, crackers, even so-called healthy carbs could be killing your energy and speeding up the aging process. In this video, we are going to reveal the 4 best carbs you should eat daily to rebuild your strength, and the 4 worst carbs that are aging you fast, ranked from the least to the most powerful, and the least to the most dangerous. And you must stick around, because the number 1 carb on the worst list is directly linked to heart failure and early dementia. It is probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Everything you are about to hear is backed by science, with every reference available for you to see. Before we dive in, drop a comment below. Where are you watching from? And what is your age? We are reading and replying to every single one. Let's start with the number 4 best carb. This one fools almost everyone. The 4 best carbs to eat daily after 60 green peas might seem too simple to matter, but for seniors, they are a powerful, muscle-saving carbohydrate that far too many people overlook. Unlike fast-burning carbs like white rice or white potatoes, green peas are packed with resistant starch and soluble fiber. This means they digest slowly, which stabilizes your blood sugar and prevents the dangerous insulin spikes that become so much more common after 60. But peas do more than just balance your sugar. They directly support muscle repair. Here's the secret most people don't realize. Peas are one of the only high-carb vegetables that contain leucine, a critical amino acid that acts as a switch, signaling your body to build and maintain muscle. After 60, your body is naturally in a catabolic state, meaning it breaks down muscle faster than it builds it. Without leucine-rich carbs, this breakdown accelerates. A 2022 study published in the journal Nutrients found that seniors who ate green legumes like peas at least 3 times per week preserved 14% more muscle mass over 2 years compared to those who didn't, even without adding exercise. Green peas also protect your gut, which is critical for digesting any carbohydrate. They contain a phytonutrient that reduces inflammation in the intestinal lining. When your gut is inflamed, every carb you eat, even the good ones, becomes harder to process. This is why seniors with irritable bowels or gas often find their symptoms worsen when they skip fiber-rich starches like peas. Poor gut health blocks nutrient absorption, leaving you tired, achy, and foggy-headed. To get the full benefit, don't boil them to mush. Steam them lightly and finish with a drizzle of olive oil. This keeps their fiber and nutrients intact. Green peas aren't just a side dish. They are a strategic anabolic carb that helps you fight fatigue and rebuild lost muscle. Steel-cut oats are not just a breakfast food. They are a metabolic shield for seniors. Unlike instant oats or quick-cook packets that are processed and stripped of their structure, steel-cut oats digest slowly. They release glucose gradually, helping to keep your blood sugar steady for hours. This is a game changer after 60, when insulin resistance starts creeping in and most carbs send your sugar levels soaring. The slow absorption from steel-cut oats gives your pancreas a break and helps preserve the delicate hormonal balance your body needs to stay energized. But what makes steel-cut oats stand out is beta-glucan, a unique soluble fiber found only in high concentrations in minimally processed oats. This compound has been shown in dozens of studies to lower LDL cholesterol, reduce systemic inflammation, and improve the integrity of your gut barrier, 3 issues that get worse with age. A 2023 meta-analysis in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that just 1 bowl of steel-cut oats per day lowered LDL cholesterol by up to 15% in adults over 60. It also significantly reduced C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation linked to arthritis, cognitive decline, and stroke. Even more shocking, beta-glucan activates your immune system. After 60, your immune cells become sluggish. Oats feed the beneficial bacteria in your colon, which produce short-chain fatty acids that heal your gut lining, control cravings, and even boost serotonin levels. That means better digestion, better mood, and better immune resilience. To make the most of them, avoid loading them with brown sugar. Instead, cook them with water or unsweetened almond milk and add cinnamon for blood sugar control and berries for antioxidants. Sweet potatoes are not just delicious, they are one of the most complete, senior-friendly carbs on the planet. Unlike white potatoes, which spike your blood sugar and offer little nutritional return, sweet potatoes deliver slow-burning, complex carbohydrates that fuel your body without overwhelming your insulin response. This is essential after 60, when even moderate sugar spikes can lead to chronic fatigue and accelerated vascular damage. What makes sweet potatoes especially valuable is their extremely high content of beta-carotene, a plant pigment your body converts into vitamin A, a nutrient most seniors are deficient in. Vitamin A supports your immune system, protects your skin, and improves your vision. A 2022 study published in Frontiers in Aging found that older adults who regularly consumed orange-fleshed vegetables like sweet potatoes had significantly better memory retention and lower rates of macular degeneration. But there's more. Sweet potatoes are rich in resistant starch, especially when cooked and then cooled. This resistant starch feeds the beneficial bacteria in your colon, producing butyrate, a compound that reduces inflammation, strengthens your intestinal barrier, and even lowers the risk of colon cancer. They also contain magnesium and potassium, 2 electrolytes essential for muscle contraction and heart rhythm. If your legs cramp at night or your heart rhythm feels off, sweet potatoes may be part of the solution your doctor never mentioned. To get the full benefit, roast them whole with the skin on. A pinch of cinnamon can amplify their blood sugar lowering effects. Lentils are not just a source of plant-based protein, they are the single most beneficial carbohydrate a senior can eat daily. They are loaded with complex starch, soluble fiber, and key minerals that repair aging tissues, balance blood sugar, and even reduce the risk of chronic disease by more than 30%. Here's why they matter so much more after 60. Lentils are incredibly low on the glycemic index, meaning they cause virtually no blood sugar spike, yet they still provide long-lasting energy. This is critical as your mitochondria, your body's energy factories, naturally slow down with age. A 2021 study from the British Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed lentils 3 times per week had significantly lower fasting glucose and far better insulin sensitivity. Even more importantly, lentils are packed with prebiotic fiber that directly feeds your gut microbiome. After 60, your gut bacteria diversity drops dramatically, and this is linked to immune dysfunction and brain fog. The fiber in lentils helps restore this microbial balance, producing anti-inflammatory compounds that protect the lining of your intestines. Lentils are also rich in iron, folate, and magnesium. For women over 60, folate is especially critical to avoid memory decline and protect cardiovascular function. To get the full benefits, cook dried lentils with anti-inflammatory spices like cumin or garlic. Avoid canned varieties loaded with sodium. Now that you know the 4 best carbs that fuel your body, let's count down the 4 worst carbs seniors should never touch. Starting with a familiar favorite that's silently aging your body every day. The 4 worst carbs to never eat. After 60, number 4, white sandwich bread. White sandwich bread is one of the most dangerous staples in the senior diet. Most people over 60 grew up eating it daily. But the modern version is nothing like what your parents ate. Today's white bread is made from bleached, ultra-refined flour that digests faster than sugar, creating a massive glucose spike in just minutes. Those spikes matter more than ever after 60. A 2021 study in diabetes care found that daily white bread consumption raised the risk of type 2 diabetes by 29% and heart disease by 16% in adults over 60. Why? As you age, your pancreas slows down and your cells become insulin resistant. This silent storm damages your blood vessels, inflames your nerves, and starves your brain of energy. White bread also delivers almost zero fiber, so your gut bacteria go hungry. Worse, most white breads contain added sugars and hydrogenated oils that feed the very diseases you're trying to avoid. Before we continue, if you have been enjoying this video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 3, rice cakes. They're light, crunchy, and marketed as a diet food. But rice cakes are one of the most misleading and dangerous carbs for seniors. With almost no fat, no fiber, and zero real nutrition, rice cakes hit your bloodstream like pure sugar. Your body digests them in minutes, causing a sharp glucose spike followed by an equally fast crash. Most rice cakes, made from puffed white rice, have a glycemic index over 80, higher than table sugar. A 2020 study found that high glycemic foods like puffed rice raised post-meal blood sugar by over 200% in seniors compared to whole grains. That spike triggers a huge release of insulin, but aging cells don't respond well, leading to inflammation and oxidative stress. Rice cakes also fail to satisfy your hunger because they lack fiber and protein. They do nothing to activate fullness hormones. This means you feel hungrier sooner and snack more often. Flavored rice cakes are even worse, often containing maltodextrin and sodium-rich coatings that raise your blood pressure. Number 2, packaged breakfast cereals. They're colorful, crunchy, and claim to be fortified with vitamins. But most packaged breakfast cereals are one of the most dangerous carbs a senior can eat. From cornflakes to honey clusters to so-called bran blends, nearly every box on the shelf is loaded with refined grains, added sugars, and chemical preservatives that wreak havoc on your blood sugar and digestion. During processing, the grains are stripped of their natural fiber, leaving behind nothing but fast-burning starch. That spike forces your pancreas to dump insulin into your system. A 2019 study from the Journal of Gerontology found that adults over 60 who ate processed breakfast cereal 5 or more times per week had a 22% higher risk of developing metabolic syndrome, a cluster of symptoms including high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and belly fat. Many of these cereals are also packed with phosphates and emulsifiers, which damage your gut lining and deplete key minerals like calcium and magnesium. Even cereals labeled whole grain are often sweetened with corn syrup or barley malt. Some contain over 20 grams of sugar per serving. Number 1. French fries. They're golden, they're crispy, and for many, they're irresistible. But French fries are the most dangerous carbohydrate you can put in your body after 60. You're not eating a vegetable, you're swallowing a blood sugar bomb wrapped in a heart attack. Here's the problem. Potatoes on their own already have a high glycemic index, but when you cut them thin and fry them in toxic reused vegetable oils, they become metabolically devastating. A 2023 study in the journal Nutrition and Aging found that seniors who consumed fried potatoes at least twice per week had a 36% higher risk of stroke and were twice as likely to develop insulin resistance. French fries also destroy your gut. Most are cooked in oils containing acrylamide, a cancer-linked compound that forms when starchy foods are fried at high heat. These compounds weaken your gut barrier and promote inflammation. And the salt, most fast food fries, contain over 300 millimoles of sodium per serving. That overload stiffens your arteries and raises blood pressure. Combine that with the carb load, and you have the perfect recipe for fatigue, brain fog, and declining heart function. If you are over 60, your body doesn't process carbohydrates the way it used to. The wrong carbs now hit harder and cause more damage. Fast-digesting, fiberless carbs like white bread, rice cakes, and French fries create a storm inside your body. But not all carbs are the enemy. The right ones, like lentils, steel-cut oats, and sweet potatoes, are packed with slow-burning fuel and gut-healing fibers that can reverse many of the changes that come with aging. The truth is, every carb you eat is either speeding up aging or slowing it down. There is no in-between. Choosing the right carbs is one of the most powerful things you can do for your health. You don't need to give up carbs, you just need to give up the ones that are quietly working against you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching.